the pirate party. This is one of the critical moments when the mobilization started in Sweden around this party. It is in June 2006 when, do you know the Pirate Bay? The Pirate Bay is this file sharing homepage where people go in and they look up films, movies, music. Torrents, yes, thank you. And they look them up and they download. And many of them we know, even if someone says, no, I don't know, but we know there are illegal downloads going on. But what happened was that the police went into the housing of the servers that hosted Pirate Bay and confiscated them. And this unleashed a protest movement, which has been, I think, is the starting point for the party, actually. The real starting point. Come back to that. Everyone knows about file sharing. Yes. So you know about distributed, that the file sharing is actually taking place between private computers. That the torrents are actually files which the torrent file in itself doesn't contain any movie or music.
Kind of a shortcut to the movie.
Yes, exactly. It points to them. Yes. So the Pirate Bay is actually some kind of tracker. It tracks whichever computer, private computer, which is online and which has the file. So when you file share, you are sharing between private computers. I'm saying this because we need actually to think about it when we begin to talk about the values and the politics around the party. Okay? So what is the problem? I want to use this file sharing thing, that you actually share files. And I'm not saying it could be legal files. I mean, there are things that, the whole internet is file sharing to a great extent. Now, the question is, when is it legal, and when should it be legal and illegal, and so on. So, I'm taking this as the case issue for today. As a case issue to discuss. And what's the problem? I mean, it's illegal to download illegal stuff. Point final. So, what's the problem? This is the problem. This is an opinion poll made by researchers at Lund University, sociologists. And they interviewed a little bit more than 1,000 young people, as posing the statement, I think that it is okay to download files from the net even if it is illegal. And 75% answered, yes, it's okay. Now, if I was a chairman of an interest group working for the media industry or music industry, I would get worried, because this indicates that the norms regarding intellectual properties, cultural property, the norms are actually diverging. That such a big share of a big proportion of young people thinking that it is okay even if it is illegal. How can it be? Is this just spoiled young generation that should learn better and be punished so they know what is right and wrong?
75%.
It's cool.
They can do it.
Yeah.
And also they said, even if the law changes, I will not change my behavior. And furthermore, which the researchers point out is the most critical aspect, is no one thinks it's unnatural. That is, all around them, the social support around them don't doesn't condemn the behavior. So we have an official illegal practice, but we have an informal acceptance for something which is. So we have a cleavage going on in norms, in values. So, and I could go on here and talk about, because I don't know how many of you have worked with public opinion polls. One can break down opinion in different properties. For example, we can talk about the direction in this case. So is it good? Is it good to download files, or is it simply not bad? It sounds a little bit tricky, but these are the questions that you can pose. What exactly does it mean when people say it's okay to download? And intensity, how strongly do young people actually think that it is okay? If they see someone get punished, are they going to change attitude, or are they going to continue downloading? Stability. If people around them change their behavior, are they going to change their behavior, or is it consistent over time? What is the information? This is one of the two of the most important properties of any opinion. What kind of information support grounds the attitude they value? Build it. What kind of social support build it? Now, I don't have any answers, but if one wants to understand this, what is behind it, one must go into these aspects. And if you work with these things, you do. But no one has done it so far. There's a big research project starting up now in Lund University, which has its goal to understand these things better. Now, one could just skip this thing as oh, this is spoiled. This is spoiled. A spoiled generation, nothing to care about. We don't care. But I would be more hesitant to draw these kind of conclusions. There is a wonderful sociologist. He's dead now, but his ideas are wonderful. He's called Thorsten Ostermann. He wrote his thesis late in life, The Mechanism of Public Opinion. He pointed out that people change their opinions to changes in the world around them more than they change their political orientation. So I can be a socialist. Still, I change my opinions more in line with what goes on in the world. So I can be politically correct, have an official version all the time, but unofficially have completely different opinions. Okay, now we go into the Pirate Bay. We will take a closer look at what strange phenomena is this.